be sick already. 2, there be no Christmas for none of y'all because all y'all on the naughty list. And I'm Santa Claus and I'm taking all your presents. I don't care. And the reason I am here at Fusion Wrestling because of one person. This person I cannot stand. This person I hate is such a big word, but I hate this person. And his name is Chris Miller. Chris Miller, if it wasn't for you, I'd be at home relaxing, eating crab legs with butter and a little salt. Because I like a little salt in my butter. Man! Where? Oh, no. Where? Hey, no. Okay, I won't do it. Where? Christmas, something really, something really, really, Christmas, something really, something we really freaking start. On Monday, something, Tuesday, something really, then really, so Thursday, Friday, we don't even know, but he really, really freaking sucks. Really suck. Does he really suck? I really mean it, Chris Miller. Really freaking sucks. Oh my God, Chris Miller sucks. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What's wrong, bro?
And he's letting Willie know about it right here. Oh my! Big body slam and Beau Anderson here with Willie. And a surprising turn of events. Willie's on a bit of a winning streak in Fusion Wrestling and singles competition with a multitude of victories, well over a half dozen recently. And Miller has climbed to the top of the heap in Fusion Wrestling one match at a time, and he's finally made it here. And this is a big deal for Chris Miller. And he will not let these fans go home without a happy holiday, and he wants to prove it here this afternoon. Miller trying several times to try to muscle the big man out of the corner, but Willie is very tall, big, strong, and menacing. Miller might not know what he's up against. Smash. The urban elbow connects. Richardson with a huge right-handed stiff shot right across the left side of the neck and the head. Oh, that was devastating. Chris Miller with a huge Super Clash victory against J.W. Lovely. But tonight, this is not just a Super Clash. Miller is trying to go for the biggest victory of his career against a big man like this. It's going to be difficult. And Miller's fought Richardson before in a Fusion Wrestling ring. And on that occasion, Miller suffered the defeat. That was in May of 2014. And Miller has faced some of the best, from Marco Anthony to Apocalypto. Paulie Tomaselli, Steve Boz, Mike Matthews, TJ Steele. I mean, Chris Miller, he is not immune to amazing competition, and he thrives on it. He wants to face the best. He wants to get better in that ring. And tonight, Miller's outnumbered because of Beau Anderson on the outside, because of Willie Richardson in the ring. And one thing that we can definitely say, that Willie, in many people's eyes, was a hero to these fans until he made mention of how badly Chris Miller stinks, but also how much he despised the people for being naughty. Oh my, the urban buzz cutter, and man, his back's been shattered. The spine has been blasted. And I don't know how much more in terms of high impact drops Chris Miller can take. Because when you have a man nearly 300 pounds dropping you with so much pressure, and then you ride him down as well, all the bones crunch, crack, and could potentially break. This is a heavyweight with no off switch. When this man is in the ring, you have to be prepared and you have to be ready for physicality and abuse, because that's what Willie's doing. Suplex, he snapped him, and Miller is falling apart like a twig on a branch that's being supported by 300 or 400 squirrels and bunny rabbits, random debris and pigeons. The flying urban elbow smash off the top rope, and that urban elbow drop could be it. And Miller is on life support, and Beau Anderson knows it. And Willie's just playing around at this point, because it could be just a matter of time before we could see Chris Miller suffer even worse consequences in here.
One more time. One more time.
One way or another, it's been a beating. There's been a serious beating, and Miller is falling apart at the seams here. What is this all about? Beau Anderson has acquired a microphone. What for?
Don't tell me what I gotta do. I'll tell you. And right now, Chris Miller, you must learn a lesson. I will quote a great man. Chris Miller, your time is up.
He's gonna quote a great man.
My time is now. Chris Miller, you can't see me.
More nursery rhymes, fans.
My time is now.
I didn't write this. Willie's doing all this with one arm.
Franchise. I'm shining now.
I don't call this a shine, I call it something else.
Chris Miller, your time is up. My time is.
Well, I guess you'll just have to use your imagination as to what the next part was going to be. Swing, miss. Oh, really? He always gets the last word, doesn't he? Wait a minute! Miller! You Death Valley driver on Richardson! That came out of left field, and somehow, someway, Miller has picked up the big man and dropped him from a huge elevation, and both men are trying to get up here. Miller trying to struggle back to his feet. He's on his feet first. Richardson absorbs the first clothesline, as well as the second. Miller doing anything it takes to try to get the big man off his feet. Spinning back elbow. Richardson's down. The fans, they want their holiday. They want Santa to come over. They want their presents.
Come on, man!
Miller repeatedly setting his fist and all the bones in his knuckles against the skull of Richardson, repeatedly as he stands over his victim in the corner. Richardson absorbs the impact again. Designated driver, the half Nelson choke bomb. Is he going to be able to kick out? Oh, come on! Beau Anderson pulled the referee out of the ring. Oh, that should be a disqualification. Come on! What the heck is that? Oh, Miller's got Anderson. He whips him back in the ring. Now Beau Anderson and Richardson are in the ring at the same time against Miller. I don't know what you call that, but he picked them up and he whipped them down too. Beau Anderson deserved it because Miller had this match won, and it's all his fault for pulling the referee out of the ring to try to prevent it all from happening. Now it's Miller trying to work on Richardson. Oh my, leapfrog of the low shot, and Slam Sam didn't see a thing. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Oh no, the wrist clutch DDT. Richardson's on top, and Miller's been